Okay, so you're interested in developing your property. Great, well, you've come to the right place. We are Xpress Building Design and we specialise in plans and permits for dual occupancies and multi-unit developments. We pride ourselves on being the experts in town planning and have obtained permits for thousands of projects across all of Victoria, maybe even similar to yours. The town planning process. So here's how it works. Commencement. Once we start the project, we come out to take some site measurements, then return to the office to start designing. We then come up with what is known as a plot layout that will show the outline of each dwelling, the private open space, POS, car parking, turning circles, etc. Once this is approved by yourself, we commence the ground floor plan for review and approval, then first floor plan and elevations. Each and every stage will be reviewed by yourself and approved to go on to the next stage. We work hard to make sure you are happy with each and every stage before we continue to the next. Just a way to help maximise the potential of each and every site. We keep you informed of the process the whole way through. Council submission. Once you are satisfied with the designs, we ask for your approval to finalise the plans for council submission. We will then commence the final drawings, which will be submitted to the council for assessment. Once council receives the application, they normally have 2 weeks to allocate the project to a planner to start the approval process. Council review. After the planner has assessed your application, they may come back to us with a request for further information, RFI. This RFI will be sent directly to you as you will be the applicant to your project. All you need to do is send it directly to us as we will take care of the rest. Being the contact on your application allows the planners to take your inquiries directly if you wish to do so. Council will talk with us regularly as we're the designers of your project. So this is also a way to keep you in the loop and up to date with the status of your project. We will then review the RFI and provide advice on the best way to move forward. We will assess the request and see where we can push council based on precedent and our experience. It's at this stage that you'll be able to make some decisions as to what changes you are happy to make and which items you may not wish to budge on. At the end of the day, it's your application and we'll be happy to work with you to achieve your desired outcome and push the council wherever we can. We will then make the necessary changes and submit back into council for the next stage of the project, advertising. This stage involves council sending out the letters to your neighbours and you'll have to erect the sign up on the site and keep it there for the required 2 weeks. Objections. This is where anyone affected by the application may do an objection to your application, but must be in writing and be valid. Simply saying "I don't want units next door" will not be accepted by council. Objections need to be specific and explain how the design will affect the objector. Decision. The next stage is for council to make a decision on your application. This can go one of 4 ways. 1. If there are no objections and council is satisfied with the development, they will issue a town planning permit. Simple, job done. 2. If there are a few objections, then council may issue a notice of decision, NOD, which is a notice to the objectors that the development will be approved unless the objectors make an application to VCAT. Based on our experience, the number of objectors that actually make an application to VCAT is slim, but there's still the possibility. 3. If there's a lot of objections, then the application may be referred to a council meeting where the councillors will vote on the decision of your application. They'll vote on either approving the application, issuing an NOD, or refusing the application, all based on the town planner's recommendations. 4. The last decision is that council refuses your application. If this happens, then council will provide a written refusal and the reason behind their decision. You then have the opportunity to have the decision reviewed at VCAT if you wish. Planning permit. If you have received an NOD and the 21 days have expired, then council will issue the planning permit. The planning permit will have a few conditions attached to it, so we'll review the permit and make any necessary changes that council requests and submit the drawings for endorsement. Once endorsed, the drawings form part of the permit. This is stage 1 complete and in our opinion, the hardest part over. Stage 2, building permit. The next stage is the working drawings for your project. This involves all the technical drawings and documentation to enable a building permit to be issued and for the project to be constructed. This stage consists of the working drawings, soil test, engineering, energy rating, and all other technical documents to enable the trades to talk to one another. This is the simplest part of the process and generally takes 6 to 8 weeks to finalise everything, ready for a building permit. It's that simple. Stage 3. Subdivision. We generally recommend that you commence subdivision once you have started construction, preferably after the slab stage. We will recommend a number of land surveyors who are available to help with this stage of the process. It's normally a straightforward process where all the variables have been taken out with the initial town planning permit, so it's more of a formality rather than an assessment. If you do not have a builder yet, then we are also able to recommend someone to you. We work with a number of reputable and experienced builders all across Melbourne who specialise in unit development and would therefore be a perfect fit for your specific project. That's it, it's that simple. We have simplified the complex process into a few straightforward steps that is quite easy to follow. We will also help educate you throughout the process as to aid you making more informed decisions with your project. If you have any queries about this process or any other questions regarding the town planning process, please don't hesitate to ask one of our friendly staff who will be more than happy to assist you. From the team at Xpress, we look forward to working with you and making your next project a success.